Imagine waking up tomorrow to a news alert that fundamentally reshapes your financial reality. A single headline that validates years of patience and transforms the paper assets sitting in your portfolio into life-changing, liquid wealth. This is not a drill, and this is not another baseless rumor circulating in the obscure forums of the internet. The event we have been anticipating, preparing for, and analyzing through countless updates has officially transitioned from speculative future to operational present. The official exchange portal for the Iraqi Dinar, the Vietnamese Dong, and the Zimbabwean currency has been activated for the 2025 monetary transition. Let that reality sink in for a moment. The digital infrastructure, the back-end framework that will facilitate the most significant currency revaluations in modern financial history, is now live and being prepared for its ultimate purpose. This activation is the most critical domino to fall, the undeniable signal that the complex, geopolitical chess game involving international monetary fund agreements, sovereign debt reconciliations, and the global shift away from a petrodollar system has reached its final, public-facing chapter. For years, the narrative surrounding these currencies has been one of potential, a future promise of value restoration and recognition on the world stage. That narrative has just expired. We are no longer discussing potential, we are discussing process. The activation of this portal moves the entire situation from the theoretical desks of central bankers and finance ministers into the tangible realm of executable transactions for the public. This is the bridge between the old, fixed exchange rates and the new, market-valued rates that will reflect the true economic strength and resource wealth of these nations. The very existence of this live, tested, and officially recognized portal dismantles the primary argument of skeptics who have long claimed this re-evaluation was a fantasy. A nation does not build, fund, and activate a complex international financial exchange mechanism for a currency it intends to leave at a negligible value. The activation is, in and of itself, a unilateral declaration of the new value's imminence. Think of it as the opening of a new, exclusive highway. The road signs are up, the toll booths are manned, the asphalt is pristine, but the final barrier, the one that says closed until further notice, has just been removed. The portal's activation means the road is open. We are now simply awaiting the official command for the flood of financial traffic to begin moving at the new, vastly higher speed limits. This development is the culmination of a decade of behind-the-scenes work involving the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the respective governments to stabilize economies, manage money supplies, and create the necessary legal and financial frameworks to support a stable and sustainable new exchange rate. The portal is the technical solution to a monumental logistical challenge: how to allow potentially millions of global citizens to exchange their currency in an orderly, secure, and efficient manner without crashing banking systems or creating international financial chaos. Its activation confirms that the authorities believe they have solved that puzzle. They are now confident in their controls, their security protocols, and their ability to manage the transition. This is the green light we have been waiting for, and it signifies that every piece of the puzzle, from the international agreements to the internal economic reforms, is now in its rightful place. The countdown clock is no longer counting down to an unknown date in the future. It is counting down to the moment the go-live order is given, and with this portal active, that order can now come at any moment, at any hour, of any day. So, what does this official activation mean for you, the currency holder, on a practical level? It means the entire landscape of your strategy has just shifted from passive waiting to active preparation. The portal being live is the ultimate signal that your focus must now be razor-sharp on the final, executable steps. The time for collecting information is over. The time for implementing a plan based on that information is now. The first and most critical step is to ensure your documentation is in perfect order. This cannot be overstated. When the notification goes out and the new rates are published, the window for a smooth, hassle-free exchange will be open, and you do not want to be fumbling for a bill of sale or trying to locate a notary while the system is at its peak volume. Gather your original currency certificates, your purchase receipts, any notarized documents, and your valid, government-issued identification. Place them all together in a secure, fireproof location that you can access immediately. This is your financial launch kit, and its completeness will directly impact the speed and success of your exchange experience. Next, you must have a clear and well-researched strategy for the banks and financial institutions you plan to use. Not every local bank branch will be equipped or authorized to handle these specific international currency exchanges, especially at the volumes and values we are anticipating. Your due diligence now should involve identifying the major, multinational banks in your area, preferably ones with a strong international desk or a known relationship with the central banks of Iraq, Vietnam, or Zimbabwe. it would be prudent to even make a preliminary, non-specific inquiry. You can ask a manager if their institution handles international currency exchanges for exotic currencies and what their process entails. Do not reveal your specific holdings or intentions, but gather the intelligence you need to know exactly where you will be going on day one. This proactive approach will save you invaluable time and prevent the panic of being turned away at a location that is not prepared. Furthermore, you must begin your post-revaluation financial planning in earnest. The activation of the portal means the influx of wealth is no longer an if but a when, and managing that wealth responsibly is a duty you have to yourself and your family. This is the moment to seriously consult with a team of trusted financial advisors, tax attorneys, and estate planners who operate with the highest level of integrity. You need a team that understands the unique, once-in-a-lifetime nature of this event and can help you structure your new wealth in a way that provides generational security, minimizes your tax liabilities, and allows you to pursue your philanthropic or business goals without fear of mismanagement. Think about the structure of trusts, the diversification of assets across different classes like real estate, precious metals, and stable blue-chip investments, and the creation of a long-term, income-generating portfolio. The psychological impact of sudden wealth is profound, and having a clear, written plan that you have developed calmly and logically before the event is your greatest defense against making impulsive or emotionally charged decisions afterwards. The activation of the portal is your final warning that the time for vague dreams is over. It is now time for precise, actionable blueprints. Your patience is about to pay off in a magnitude that is difficult to comprehend, and that payoff demands a level of preparedness that is equally significant. The machinery is now running. Ensure your personal finances are equally well-oiled and ready. As we stand on this precipice of a new financial dawn, it is crucial to understand the broader implications of what the activation of this exchange portal represents in the grand tapestry of global economics. This is far more than just a wealth event for a niche group of currency holders. It is a powerful, undeniable symptom of a world moving decisively away from the unipolar financial system that has dominated for decades. The successful revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnamese dong, and the Zimbabwean currency signifies a massive transfer of economic power and sovereignty back to these resource-rich nations, allowing them to trade their oil, minerals, and agricultural output on the global market at their true value, no longer suppressed by artificial exchange rates or external debt burdens. This recalibration will send shockwaves through every major market, creating new alliances, new trade corridors, and new centers of economic influence that will challenge the old guard. For the global citizen, this represents an unprecedented opportunity to participate in this historic rebalancing, to have your personal wealth story intertwined with the liberation of national economies. The value you will receive is not a handout or a lottery win. It is a recalculation, a long overdue acknowledgement of the intrinsic value that has always existed within these currencies, value that was temporarily obscured by conflict, hyperinflation, or economic sanctions. Your foresight in acquiring these assets during their period of perceived worthlessness is now being validated on the world stage. The activation of the portal is the technical proof that the gatekeepers of global finance are ready to accept this new reality. But with this historic opportunity comes a profound responsibility. The wealth that is about to flow into your hands carries with it the potential to enact positive change on a scale you have never before imagined. This is your chance to become a pillar of your community, to fund the startups that solve real problems, to support the charities that heal and educate, and to invest in projects that restore our environment and uplift humanity. Think beyond the luxury cars and the dream homes. Those are the deserved rewards for your patience, but think also of the legacy you can build. The world is about to change, and you are being given the resources to be an active architect of that change, to shape a future that is more equitable, more sustainable, and more abundant for everyone. This event separates itself from every other financial news story you will ever encounter because it is not just about numbers on a screen. It is about the restoration of true value, both in currency and in human potential. You have held on through the doubt, the misinformation, and the long silence. Now, you are witnessing the final, mechanical preparations for the event itself. The silence has been broken by the hum of servers and the execution of code within the officially activated exchange portal. Your journey, one of the most extraordinary financial journeys in modern history, is reaching its destination. Stay calm, stay prepared, and stay ready. The world is about to witness what you have known was possible all along. And finally, this is the most critical moment to stay connected. The official activation means news can break at any second, and you do not want to be the last to know. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because our next update could be the one you have been waiting for your entire life. the official announcement of the new rates. Your future self will thank you for taking that simple, decisive action right now.